welcome back to Started from the Bottom. I'm your host, Susan Peterson. Happy Monday. Today we have Kim Ngarupe in studio.
Hello.
To do our cherry pick, where we pick our highs, our lows, our news stories, our books, our movies from the week, and complain, and sometimes we don't. Kim, welcome. How are
Thanks.
you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Today is Gussie's birthday.
His
my
actual
14.
day.
Yeah, he turned 14 today.
That's so crazy. 14.
My baby is 14.
I remember when Hattie was waiting to turn 12. She was waiting for that phone when she turned 12.
Oh yeah, she got her phone.
And now he's 14.
He's 14. He's never really waited for a phone. He asked for a practice butterfly knife for his birthday, and he's been practicing flipping it.
All right.
With his tongue out a little bit. And he's almost as tall as me, and his voice is changing. I don't know why, but puberty for girls doesn't scare me at all.
Yeah.
Haven't it, like, periods.
Do you think it's just because you know it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. And then his voice changes. He says stuff, and I'm just like, what is
I noticed
happening?
lately, too, Alfie's voice is changing. And I was like, this is so crazy to think that that's the stage we're at now.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. And then they just shoot up, and all of a sudden they're taller than you.
Yeah.
Like, to have your
He's going to be tall, I feel like.
I keep teasing him. He's like 5'6" right now. And I'm like, I bet you're done growing.
This is it.
I bet this is it. My brothers are all tall. I have two brothers above 6 foot. My dad's
Isn't
above
your dad
6
pretty
foot.
tall? Yeah.
Chris, you know how they say on dating apps that if a man says he's like 6 foot, he's actually 5'10"?
Yeah.
Or if he says he's 5'10", he's 5'8", because you just say
Everyone
6
pads it a
foot.
little
Yeah. Chris is actually really, really, really values intellectual honesty. So he is 5'11"3/4.
Oh my gosh, I love that so much.
And he won't round
I'm
up.
not rounding up.
Yeah, no, he won't do it.
It's really funny.
I bet Gus will be taller than him. Or Gus could be done growing. This might be it, 5'7". Yeah. We'll be fine with it, whatever.
Either way.
But it is wild to have your baby turn 14. Now I don't know what to do with my life.
Yeah, what did he want to do for his birthday? Anything special?
He went to Lowe's with his friends.
Yeah.
I was out of town.
Lowe's is a trampoline place. Every time I say that, people are like, the
hardware store?
Hardware store?
It is the dumbest name ever.
It's
they
so
should change
dumb.
it. Is it their last name or something? The people who started it?
It's gotta be.
It's gotta be. He went with his friends. Chris did dad birthday duties. Because I decided last minute to drive down for the Taylor Swift concert with Hattie. We decided last minute.
After seeing you do this, I started looking up tickets at every event all over the country, because I was like, I loved that you and Hattie went together. I'm like, this is something Jane and I need to do.
Charlie, one of my good friends, Charlie Bird, texts me. He's like, what are you doing? No. Sorry, I called him because he'd called me earlier. We were talking. I was like, what are you doing? He's like, I'm going to Vegas tomorrow with some friends. Do you want to go? And I was like, yeah, Hattie and I will go. And I've not been spontaneous for a long time. So this is very out of character for me. We didn't have tickets and we didn't have a place to stay. We just decided to go. So he had been watching tickets, and Friday night, and after the concert started, or right before the concert started, tickets prices dropped on
like a significant amount.
Ticketmaster. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like tickets that were like $5,000 went down to $500 a piece.
Okay. So just people wanting to sell.
Yeah. So we get in the car Saturday morning. We drive down. We figure out that my friend Noelle has a hotel room right across the street from the Allegiant Stadium.
Great.
Which, sidetrack, why does Allegiant Air have a full stadium?
I'm confused about this as well, because if you've ever flown Allegiant, it feels like they are basically bankrupt and should not be owning a stadium.
Yes. And I don't know who actually owns the stadium. I'm sure City of Las Vegas, plus the Raiders owners, plus a bunch, yeah. And so I'm sure Allegiant Air just has the naming rights, but that cannot be a cheap naming rights scenario.
Yeah, it's an NFL team. It's an
It
NFL stadium.
it cost $2 billion to build that stadium. Have
Yeah.
you seen it?
Yeah,
It's beautiful.
it's beautiful.
So yeah, I'm concerned that next time you pay for water on Allegiant Air or pay to use the restroom, you're actually paying for the stadium in Las Vegas.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure you are a little bit, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So we're staying
Those
there.
charges for carry-ons and
Yes.
yeah.
Yes. Now, anytime I see anyone sneak whatever onto Allegiant Air, it's like, go off, Queen.
Do it.
Yeah.
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 Whatever you can
They
get away with.
obviously don't value you as a customer. They value having a stadium named after them.
Yeah.
So we go to Noelle's hotel room, we get dressed, we decide we're going over to the stadium.
Yeah.
It's just right across the street. On our way over there, though, there are these Jesus freaks. I don't even want to call them Jesus freaks. Like protesters with megaphones.
Protesting her?
Slut shaming girls that are
Okay,
walking
cool.
across the bridge.
Cool.
Literally told a girl who's wearing like the cutest, like everyone's dressed up in their cute sparkles, told like a 16-year-old girl, if you were to die right now, you'd go to hell because of the way you're dressed. And they were yelling at my friend Charlie and Reiner Kay. They're talking about gay people, all this stuff. But when he said that to the 16-year-old girl, I kind of lost it and I just started screaming, shut up. And then everyone around me started screaming, shut up.
I
And
love
then
it.
we're screaming at the protesters, shut up. It's like, get a life.
Yeah, I mean,
Wrong demo.
yeah, wrong demo, but also like I just don't understand how being a jerk somehow promotes Jesus.
No, he loved people.
Yeah. He wouldn't slut shame anyone.
No. In fact, when the girl was caught in adultery,
Yeah.
he was like,
Who
yeah.
cast I'm not
If
good
if
with
you
my
don't have
biblical
if none
stories,
of you
but-
have sinned, then you can cast the first
Exactly.
stone. Yeah. So okay, again, another sidetrack. So we get over there, we start working our phones. Ticket prices are not coming down.
Mm.
And it's getting closer and closer and closer to the time the concert
How
starts.
long did you how early did you go that you were kind of sitting there waiting?
We were there at 6:30, concert starts at 8.
Okay.
Literally, it's like 7:50 and we're just kind of not giving up hope but starting to realize we
Aw.
might be going home. And this guy walks by and he's like, "Do you guys need to get in?" And we're like, "Yeah." And he's like, "I actually have 4 extra tickets. Here you go."
Sell them to you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Walked us to the
You got
front,
in.
used his phone, got us in.
It's amazing. Was it the same? Is it 3 hours and 45 minutes?
It was 3 hours and 15 minutes. Taylor Swift, I don't know that she sweated.
She's just cool as a cucumber the whole time.
Literally. Like one part of her bang flipped up a little. That was the only way I could tell that she was a little hot. She didn't have, you go to a concert, someone's changing. They have like a
Yeah.
pretty long set where they're relaxing.
Yeah.
No.
It
She
just
was
like,
changing costumes. I don't know. Was there 12 costume changes or something insane?
Mhm.
She danced, her stage moved. It was incredible.
Did she do the dive thing?
She dove after she sang with Marcus Mumford,
Oh, fun.
Cowboy Like Me.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was our special guest.
That's fun. Did you know
Um,
that going in? Did they
no.
have them announced? No.
Mm-mm. No, and they didn't have a special guest last weekend.
Oh, yeah. Charlie went last weekend too, right?
Yeah, Charlie's going to become probably a Taylor Swift roadie. Probably.
Did he compare the two?
Yeah, he said they're great.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there wasn't a special guest last weekend or even the first night in Vegas. It was just Saturday night in Vegas.
You guys picked the right one?
Yeah, we got lucky. We just really were like, everything's going to work out for us. We kept saying that to ourselves, even when it really looked like nothing was going to work out. And it worked out.
There's not a better feeling in the world.
I know.
When you're losing hope,
I know.
especially when you're with your kids and you've just been like pumping them up the whole time. And
Mhm.
you're like, we're going to do this. This is an adventure. And then it's like, crap, it's not happening.
Well, because what was the other option with my 16-year-old daughter in Vegas?
Yeah.
Like, what are we going to do?
It's either that or
We're going to
Magic
Caesar's
Mike
Palace.
XXL.
I know, but I think you have to be 18 to get in there. We're going to Caesar's Palace. We're going to walk around the mall. We're going to look at the sky.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
it's not fun.
Yeah.
So we got really lucky.
It
And
really feels like something now we all need to do with our daughters.
Here's the thing. Yes, you do. fly to Arlington, Texas next week.
Is that when it is next week?
Yeah. But I would say where I think we went wrong
Okay.
was we went the second night.
You got to go the first.
I think the first night, or if there's 3 nights in a row, I think the second night's even okay. But the third night, people are like, okay, this is it. She's going on.
Yeah.
Like,
that makes sense.
we're like, we sat there and twice I had tickets in my cart because tickets dropped like $200. We sat there and twice I got them stolen out of my cart. Like
Oh,
I
that's
got
so
all the
annoying.
way to check out
And then
and
they were gone.
gone.
Yeah.
So yeah, you gotta
First night it is.
first night. And Charlie like had all these screenshots of the prices coming down, like a third of what you would have paid. Insane.
On the first night.
Yeah, $500 for floor seats.
Whoa.
Yeah.
What was the retail? Is that similar to what the retail was?
Who even knows what
Yeah.
was Adele's retail?
Adele's retail, at least mine, which were not the very front section, but we were really close, like right the second section. Mine were $750 a piece.
I imagine Taylor's were close to like 300 or something for like upper, not upper level, but like not on the floor.
Not floor.
Yeah, that first little level.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, there's just so many more tickets too in a stadium than there is in like.
Yeah, getting out of there was actually, I don't know. It's just scary. It's scary to. There's something about my head. It can't relax in a big crowd.
Yeah.
I'm like,
especially when you're all like shoulder to shoulder.
Yes.
Like that gets me, I get freaked.
It
Especially.
feels like we're sitting ducks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah. So it was worth it. A lot of moms have texted me and been like, should I take my daughter? Yeah, it's going to be expensive though.
I know.
You're going to pay
Davis is trying to get me to take less trips at this
a
point in my
lot.
life.
Yeah, but you know, the thing that we love about Davis is if it's for your kids,
He's down.
he's
That's true.
down.
If I were to say,
Yeah.
and he's going to know this because he listens, but if I were to say this is for Jane, he'd be all about it.
Yeah. No, yeah. He'd
Which
be.
is actually kind of messed up.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, but
Whatever.
even us right now saying that you could say it's for Jane, he's still going to fall for it.
He will, yeah.
Yeah. So it is messed up, but he's gonna,
He's interested.
he'll be fine.
Yeah.
How was your week?
My week was good. I had, I threw an extremely fancy spa birthday party for she's not 8 yet. She turns 8 on Thursday, but she wanted to do a late night and it's spring break next week. So it was either last weekend or like 3 weeks from now. So she planned the entire thing. We had robes made. We did nails and had hot chocolate and I don't know, sheet masks, and Colette literally went and purchased it all and planned everything. It's the best. It was the most coordinated and perfect looking party that I've ever thrown in my entire life, and I did none of it.
Hattie used to do that.
I feel like she should be a party planner for sure, or just anything that needs like attention to detail. She's very detail oriented.
Oh.
Everything matched. She knew where everything was going. At one point, I was setting out in bowls like the stuff for the hot chocolate bar, like marshmallows and those, little cookies and that kind of thing. And she goes, "Oh, Mom, I just really was thinking a charcuterie board for that." And I was like, "Oh, okay, well," like she knew everything she wanted, and she corrected me until it was perfect.
Okay, but we love a little mini queen who can visualize.
It was amazing.
And then project manage.
Yeah, she did it all.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
Good job, Colette. Do you think she wants to run some stuff for me?
I'm sure she would love to. She said it was really fun. I said, "Do you want to plan everyone's party?" And she said, "Yeah."
Okay.
She had a
Did
great time.
you just get off party planning duty?
I think so. It's my dream come true.
Oh my gosh. Coco. Before you know it, she'll have her own credit card that you're paying off.
Definitely. So we had that. My youngest brother, who's 11 years younger than me, is moving to Baltimore on Tuesday. So we had like a going away dinner for him last night and, just the normal stuff.
That sounds fun.
How was your week before Taylor?
Before Taylor, It was good. I always have to look at my calendar.
I know.
We went to a hockey game Friday night. That was way fun.
Yeah. How was it? Win or lose?
Lose.
Bummer.
But they played good. Well, they played all right. They played okay.
Who'd you go with? Did you invite
Christian.
Oh, Christian.
My sister and her boyfriend, my niece. Cameron. It was Cameron's birthday
Oh, nice.
on Friday. We recorded a ton of podcast episodes this week.
Oh yeah, I saw Connor Rawl.
Connor Rawl
I haven't
was here.
seen him in years. I was friends with his older brother in high school, so I remember him as like an 11-year-old, but or something like that. He was probably like middle school, 11
Yeah.
or 12.
Yeah.
But I haven't seen him in probably 15 years.
He was really sweet.
Yeah.
Went to a jazz game on Monday night. I've just had a big week.
You really have. That's a
Just-
lot of things.
Yeah, going through it now. Yeah, the jazz game was fun. They beat who did they play? I don't even know. See, it's just my brain's fried. But yeah, it's been a fun week.
Do you feel like I went to the Celtics game, which was not this last Saturday, but the one before that, and there were so many Celtics fans there.
You know what? When we play Boston, there's always a lot. It's like also when we play LA.
Yeah, and,
And by we,
Lakers
I mean the
makes
Jazz.
sense to me. Yeah, Lakers make sense to me because so many people that live in Utah are from California.
Yeah.
And so I just but I was sort of shocked at how many Celtics. But I guess the Celtics are sort of like a nationwide team at this point, similar to the Lakers.
Yeah. I always thought it was because what was that guy that was really good that went to play for the Celtics? But I could be wrong.
Larry Bird?
No.
Oh, from here.
From here.
What was his name?
Also,
it's gonna come to me right when we look it up.
Oh, and
Harward.
Yes. And then who owns the Boston Celtics right now, too? I think he's actually from Utah. Nope. Wrong. Coach, maybe?
The Jazz coach came from the Celtics. He was an assistant at the Celtics.
Okay.
But anyway, yeah,
Yeah.
I just was shocked. I was like, is this normal that there was this many opposing fans? But I think it was a fluke. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe. Manager? I'm like, no, who is it? Nope, I can't find it. Someone from Utah is high up in the Boston Celtics. He used to play for the Bulls.
Are you talking about Danny Ainge?
Danny Ainge. There
so
we go.
he
Thank
came
you.
from the Celtics to here.
He's here now.
Yeah.
He's at the Jazz.
Yeah, he's the like general manager.
Don't listen to me about anything except for do. Okay, you guys.
Except for everything.
But except that one fact. Okay, so I got half of it halfway right. So it's like 0.25.
Yeah.
Yeah, easy.
I mean, you knew where we were going.
Yeah, exactly. We literally, not to go back to Taylor.
I think all roads lead to Taylor.
All roads lead to Taylor. We rented a hotel in St. George to get a head start on the traffic last
You
night.
did.
Yeah. But we got to our hotel at like 4 a.m.
Yeah.
because it just took so long to get out of Vegas.
Yeah, I bet. Well, and they're doing construction, right?
Well, we passed that, so
Okay,
we were good. But by the time we woke up at 11 from the phone call that said, "Would you like a late checkout?"
Yes. Yes, we would. Thanks.
No, we'll be out in 5 minutes. Thank you. We didn't beat any of the traffic coming back up.
Yeah, that's true.
So good job.
It was a good thought.
Yeah, it was a great thought. But when is there going to be 3 lanes coming back from St. George?
I don't know. It needs to be.
It's a 2-lane highway, you guys. It is ridiculous.
Well, and going through that Arizona part right now is one. At least when I was driving it a couple weeks ago, it's down to 1 lane.
Oh yeah, no, we had passed that because I was between St. George and Vegas, right?
Oh yeah. You're saying after St. George.
After St.
Yeah,
George, it's 2 lanes. Also, if you are committed to driving with cruise control on, you are not allowed to just sit your ass in the left lane. I'm just going to say it.
Yeah, I agree.
Get over into the right lane.
Unless your cruise control is set to 90 and then do whatever you want. But like,
You have to use your pedal when you get in the left lane.
yeah, that's true.
Don't get in the left lane and stick to your cruise control. Use your pedal. Get back over into the right lane.
Yeah.
Use your cruise control.
Well, I just get annoyed that people, like, it just feels like I'm constant. I want to flash people with my lights constantly, but I feel rude doing that. But I'm like, don't you know the rules? Like, don't you know that you just pass the person and then move over? Because I want to go faster than you're going.
Yeah.
And why can't you just move? Like, I guess I just don't understand how people don't understand.
It was minivans full of lacrosse moms, softball moms, baseball moms, and Swiftie moms going 82 freaking miles per hour on cruise control in the left lane going, what do they want from me? I'm already going 7 over.
Well, no.
I want you to get over.
The speed limit's 80.
It's 80?
Yeah.
Then just get over.
Yeah, that's not even, like, you need to be going at least 90.
If someone comes up on your butt, get over.
Yeah, I agree.
Get over.
I will say, though, this is actually I can't drive with my mom, especially if I'm in the passenger seat. If I'm driving, it's fine. But sitting in the passenger seat on the freeway, she sets her cruise control and then gets in the carpool lane. And she sets it at the speed limit or like below or whatever. And it is like the most mortifying experience to me as people are like going by and I'm like, just like, I'm too exposed. I'm the person they're seeing, you know? So now I just mostly drive. That's kind of my role between Davis and I too. And it's fine. But there were too many times where I was like, I think they're flipping us off again.
Again. You should just start catching them. Like, have a photo, have like a folder on your photos of people flipping you off when you're driving with your mom.
Just keep sending them.
Yeah, I mean, it'd be a cute little like thing to share at her funeral.
Just some friends that mom has made over the years.
Yes, it's just like going
a montage.
65 in the carpool lane.
Yeah, it honestly. She's like, I'm going the speed limit. I'm like, if you are I'm going the speed limit, here's the thing. Whoever you are, if you're listening to this podcast, you need to be self-aware. Okay. Number 1. Number 2, if you are I'm going the speed limit girl, which kudos to you. I'm so proud of you. I want you to be happy in life. I want nothing more for you than to be happy. And I mean this with all the love and respect in the world. The left lanes are not for you. No, if you're going the speed limit, this is where I want you. Middle lane. Because I want to be able to go around you to the left or the right.
Yes.
Depending on what the traffic's looking like. And
Yes.
I would really like you to just stay on your cruise control in the middle lane.
Yeah, I want you to be happy right there.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's great.
The left lane's not for you. If you're hey, laws feel like suggestions and I'm going to do what I want on the freeway, by all means.
Be in the left lane.
Left lane is for you. Left lane's for you.
In fact, blaze the trail for the rest of us.
Yes.
Because there's nothing I like more than actually being behind someone that's just as aggressive as I am.
Uh-huh.
Because I don't have to be the one in the front blazing the trail.
Yeah.
I can just be the one riding.
I'll do either or.
Yeah.
Just be respectful on the road and just let the people who want to break the rules break the rules.
Exactly.
It's not your job to keep me safe.
No.
Okay. Speaking of Taylor, Adele has announced a 6-month extension for her Vegas residency.
This is so exciting, actually.
The Grammy winner revealed Saturday night during her Weekend with Adele gig at the Coliseum at Caesar's Palace that there will indeed be many more weekends with Adele. Playing to 4,000 people for 34 nights is not enough, and I know that. I know it's not enough, so I am coming back. So she is going to be July through June
November.
16th through November 4th. So we didn't miss it, you guys.
No, you didn't.
We can still go.
You can go. And you should, and I might try and go again.
Here's where I'm struggling right now.
Okay.
I'm gonna buy tickets because I'm not doing a repeat of last
no.
night. I'm a lucky girl, but I'm not gonna tempt fate. Um, I need the Las Vegas Knights to come out with their schedule already
Yeah.
so that I can coordinate an Adele concert with a Knights
Oh, yeah.
game.
Yeah.
But they don't come out until July. But tickets
Oh.
literally go on sale in 10 days. So what am I gonna do?
Buy multiple days.
Okay. Oh, okay. And then I can make my money back.
Yeah, and then you'll sell them.
Okay. This is a good idea.
But I think they're going to do similar to what they did before, which is limit your purchasing power to 4 tickets. So
Okay.
you're going to need someone else to also register.
So Christian and I will each buy 4.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it seems like you have a pretty good chance.
Over 2 weekends, we should be able to.
Yeah.
Or, I mean, I'd go to a Raiders game.
Yeah, Raiders are so fun. I haven't been, but I've heard they're really fun.
Yeah. That stadium, the Allegiant Air Stadium, is really impressive.
It's beautiful.
Plus, if you stay at Mandalay Bay, you're right there by Caesar's Palace. Like,
yeah,
it's great.
Yeah.
Mandalay Bay. It's not the
Is that where you were at?
Yeah, that's where Noelle was at.
Yeah.
It's not that nicest hotel, but it's fine.
Yeah, I think I'm going there for spring break, actually. So.
You're going to Vegas?
We're going to San Diego for a few days. And then on the way home, we were thinking, Davis has tons of family in Las Vegas, and we haven't been down there in a while. So we're thinking we'll stay there for a couple days, too.
Is your kids' spring break this week coming up?
So their last day of school is Friday.
Same, yeah.
Yeah, and then they have the whole next week off. So we've got like 10 days total with weekends.
Okay, you're going to try to hit up a Maroon 5 show?
I don't know. I'm not a huge Maroon 5 fan.
Neither am I.
But I could see the appeal just on just visually.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But yeah.
Okay.
Are you interested?
No.
No.
I'm going to repeat what I did last week. I actually don't love concerts. My anxiety will not let me enjoy a concert.
I'm not usually a
fully.
concert girl either, but these ones seem like ones that you can't kind of miss.
Taylor, usually I am spending my whole game the whole concert on my calculator. I'm not joking.
Calculating what?
Number 1, how much I think it costs.
Oh, yeah.
I'm looking up lighting bars. I'm looking up stage assembly. I'm looking up
I'm always looking up ticket price to
musicians.
how many people are in the stadium. Like,
Yeah.
what is she grossing?
Yeah, so like at 60,000. Well, they say she's probably going to make $610 million off this tour. Gross.
What is she taking home, do we think?
I don't know, because I've always heard that Taylor has 2 sets. So like they played in Phoenix last weekend. They're in Vegas this weekend. The Phoenix set is on its way to Texas.
Okay.
And
so
then,
it's not the set that she is. So is she only doing weekends?
Uh-huh. So is Beyonce. I think it's a new wave of concerts.
That's what Adele did too, and
it's genius.
It's genius because if you think about it, like one of the things she said was that sorry, this is like a sidebar, but Adele had said that this Weekends with Adele had made her like performing again. And one of the reasons she said was because when she goes on tour, she gets like crazy FOMO, like seeing all her friends doing. She's like, I always think people are hanging out without me, and so if you do only weekends, she's at home all week long, flies out Friday afternoon, flies home Saturday morning or Saturday evening, like after it's over. Like, you're really living a pretty normal life.
I saw Adele at the SZA concert.
Yeah.
Like, she's fine.
Yeah.
I think, though, that as performance and, like, the normal people are colliding, like, now we all care about sleep. We all care about,
yeah, I think that's
cold
true.
plunging. We care, like, there's all these things that, like, aging is really causing the normal person to care about performance in a way that we haven't.
Yeah.
I cannot even begin to imagine performing for, I don't know, how long was Adele's set?
She didn't stop, and I think it was 2 straight hours, maybe 2.5.
She didn't change?
She didn't change. There was no breaks, nothing.
Okay. 2.5 hours.
It's insane.
Her voice, her body, standing, talking, like giving. Yeah,
giving of yourself, because I think that's the hardest part, at least for me to imagine, who's sort of more of like an introvert. Like, being this, it's not just in the music. Like, that's not the stuff that I remember. It's like the stuff she was saying in between. You
Yeah.
know, it's the whole like
Storytelling.
acting, connecting with the audience, and she did it really well. But that stuff is like taxing.
Yeah. And Taylor's dancing,
Yeah,
playing the piano,
right.
walking up and down this
I wonder
crazy
how many calories she's burning during that.
thousands.
Yeah.
So I think that what's happening is these performers are realizing,
Demanding that.
yeah, I need the whole week to recover.
I mean, how could you really do that? 2 nights in a row seems hard enough as it is. But if you're doing 2 nights in a row and then taking a day or 2 off and then doing it again, like that's just not enough time.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's good.
Yeah. I also think that's part of the reason you're sold out, because as a mom with young girls, you're like, sure, we could go on a Wednesday, but then we're missing school one day or the other,
Yeah.
you know? That's so smart. Beyonce's tour is doing the same thing. I think it's going to be the new standard for tours. I'm really excited. I'm going to try to get tickets to Adele.
Me too.
Should we go together?
Yeah.
And then go to a Knights game?
Yeah, I would love to.
Okay. This Chris wants to go too. So would Davis be interested?
Yeah, he was supposed to go with me originally, but then ticket prices were just too high, so I axed him and sold him.
Have made all your money back.
I know.
Okay. Final four. Princeton got out. I'm trying to care.
Yeah, those
Gonzaga was my next school. They got out.
They got out just barely, right?
Uh-huh. So we have San Diego State,
Miami,
what was the one I didn't?
Connecticut,
and then is it Florida Atlantic? Yes,
yeah,
Florida
Atlantic.
Which I think I'll go for Florida Atlantic.
Yeah, they're number 9. That
they
feels
seem
pretty
like
low to make it to the
princess story.
Sure.
It is, when is it? Tomorrow? No, it's on the 1st of April.
That's when the Final Four starts.
Yeah, I think. It says this is the first Final Four for San Diego State, Miami, and Florida Atlantic. Those 3 have never been in the Final Four.
So just Connecticut has been before.
They've been there 4 times, most recently in 2014.
Okay, so a while.
Uh-huh. So last year it was North Carolina, Duke, Kansas, and Villanova. So this is it's fun.
Yeah.
I just always love when it's people you don't expect.
Yeah, I feel like all those people you're naming from last year are all people that are teams that typically do well.
Yeah, you hear about them.
I haven't heard about any of these. Maybe
Connecticut?
Maybe, but is Connecticut UConn? Is that the same?
You're asking the wrong girl.
I'm gonna look.
Yeah, so I'll probably pay attention.
Yeah, UConn. So I feel like I've heard of them, but none of the others. That's exciting.
Yeah, I mean, what else do we have going on in sports right now? I mean, baseball season starts.
Yeah.
When's the opener?
Major League?
Yeah.
It's got to be soon. It's usually in March.
Did we miss it?
Let's see. Opening day. Thursday, March 30th.
This week?
Colette's birthday. Yeah. So on Thursday.
And NHL playoffs are coming up. So got some fun sports.
I know. I want to find an NHL team. Are we Knights fans? Is that what we're choosing?
Yeah. I lived
in LA, so we did watch the Kings when they were in they won the Stanley Cup while we lived there. But
we could get technical about it. I mean, we support the Grizz in Utah. The Grizz are a minor league team for the Avalanche.
Yes.
So our goalie Minor has gone up to play for the Avalanche a bunch.
Yeah.
Come back down.
So are we Avs fans?
It's too early to tell, Kim. You know me. Who's winning?
I know. That's the problem. I don't want to. We don't want to stake our claim too soon.
Yeah, and one thing about me that you can always count on is I am a bandwagon fan.
One thing about me that you can always count on is that you can't count on me to be a diehard fan.
No, absolutely not. No. No.
Yeah, that's funny.
I didn't even know about the San Diego Padres until I started going to their games. Now I'm bandwagon. Wagon.
Never heard of the Padres.
Who? So good job, Final Four team. I know we have some Final Four guys listening to the pod.
We definitely do. That's our target audience.
So just congratulations. Maybe one
Break
of their
a leg.
moms listens or something.
Yeah.
That'd be cute.
Pass it on.
Okay. We're going to do another light one, and then we're going to do not a heavy one, but like Nick Cannon wishes he would have had a baby with Christina. Is it Milian?
Yeah, Milian. Okay.
I love how you're just like speechless.
I am speechless because every time I hear that someone else is pregnant by him, I'm just like, can the guy put on a condom?
Oh, he doesn't want to.
Like, is he incapable?
The thing is, there is a kink, and I can't.
Does he have the breeder kink?
It's breeder kink. I think he has breeder kink.
He's got to, right? Because there is no other reason that you would be
12
kids.
12 from 6 different women. Here's why I think he has a breeder kink. Nick told E! News, if I say this, the Shade Room, I know this is going to go viral. But when Christina Milian and I were doing Love Don't Cost a Thing, I remember when I found out she was pregnant, and I was like, dang, man. Like, he wishes he would have gotten her pregnant.
Missed out, yeah.
Yeah.
That is so crazy.
Okay. So Nick has grown his family tree in 2022. He welcomed 5 children.
2022?
Yes.
How is this possible?
Well, the pandemic really did good things for Nick Cannon's breeder kink.
It definitely.
People had to stay indoors. He was passing COVID around.
Are any of those like twins?
Okay, 8-month-old son with legendary love. With breeds. He has an 8-month-old, a 6-month-old, a 5-month-old, a 4-month-old, 3-month-old, and then a son that he lost. They lost a baby, but he got that woman pregnant again last year.
Oh my gosh. That is so many kids in 1 year.
He's the father of 2 sets of twins. Mariah Carey's twins.
Mariah Carey's, yeah. And then who else?
Zion and Zillion.
Okay.
Abby.
So he's got his 5 from 2022, then the twins, 2 sets of twins, so then 9, and then still 3 more kids out there somewhere.
Uh-huh.
Well, that's not a breeder kink. I don't know what is.
Exactly. Exactly. The thing is, it appears from the 2 articles I skim a year about Nick Cannon and the brief times I see him on TV.
Wait, what's that show he's on? X Factor?
Is it X Factor?
No. America's Got Talent.
Isn't he also the Masked Singer host as well?
Oh, yeah, I think so.
It appears from just a couple of things I see about him that he seems to be a very involved and loving father.
Jovial.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and I did, when his son died, I remember he like put out some statements and he seemed heartbroken about that. So it could be that he just likes family.
Yeah, that could be.
And also has a breeder kink.
So there you go. Winning combination.
Yeah.
I wonder how Christina Milian feels about that.
Yeah, like no one asked her.
Yeah.
I wonder if she had a baby with the game.
Yeah, I mean, I think she's doing okay.
Well, no, but then remember she married that like really famous South American pop star?
I don't.
Yeah. Or maybe he's a soccer player. Okay, he's French, not South American. Yeah.
And he's a coach for the Voice Kids France, which is cute.
Yeah, so he's famous outside of the U.S. Good for her.
Yeah, he's good looking.
He's hot. Okay, can we talk about the snowpack in Utah?
Let's talk about it.
I put up on my Instagram stories this week about how I think I was the only one not upset about it snowing 6 inches overnight.
Yeah.
Were you mad about it?
Yeah, I mean, for me, yeah, I was mad. I like the snow, and
Tell me why. Let's explore this, Kimberly.
I like the snow, and it's been great, and whatever. It just is like at this point, I'm over it.
Okay, so I grew up in Washington State.
Yeah.
I didn't grow up in Utah, but my first experience with mountains, living in the mountains, was when I lived in Colorado.
Mm-hmm.
And in Colorado, I worked at the resort. And if it stopped snowing in March, like it wasn't fun because then the
Yeah.
last like 4 weeks of the resort being open, you were like snowing on grass.
Yeah, it's like
and-
spring skiing.
Yes,
Yeah.
which I don't mind spring skiing, but you want it to keep snowing.
Yeah.
And also understanding what it did for the local economy there. And then all of my friends who worked at the resort also worked in the mountain for the summer.
Right.
And so if it got too warm in March, you were screwed for like summer conditions. And it just kind of exacerbated this problem. And so then when I came here and people are crying about it snowing in March, I'm like, oh, well, don't we want just like
Yeah,
I
yeah.
understood it
You're
from
like, wait, shouldn't it be snowing still?
yeah. And I told Abby the other day, I'm like, I don't actually expect it to stop snowing till the end of April. And so my expectation is always like, oh, we still need this.
You still have time.
I do get like it's like I said last week, like this is the last February, the last March. I'm not sitting myself in Palm Springs for a weekend
Yeah,
or something, like getting warm because it's cold, it's gray. We want some sunny days. But what happened, and I sent Kim an article to look at, in 1983, we had record snowpack. Like this is in Utah.
Yeah, we have now beat that record.
Yeah, the highest snowpack ever.
Mm-hmm.
There was flooding. In fact, they had in downtown Salt Lake, they turned State Street into a river.
Yeah.
Because what happened was record snowpack, and then one day it was 78 degrees, and all the snow
and then
melted.
It just melted.
And it was a flood. You saw some of the pictures, like people's houses were moved.
Yeah.
It was
if I
massive
remember,
flooding.
I mean, I wasn't born then, but I remember somewhere down in like Spanish Fork Canyon, you kind of like go off on this side road, and I remember seeing like some kind of like old messed up houses and asking my parents what those were, and they were like, that was from the flood of 83.
Yeah, the flood of 83.
Yeah.
And so we're right now, record snowpack. It could get warm. Like it honestly could get 60 degrees this week.
Yeah.
Last year, this time it was 60 degrees.
Yeah, it's saying, I think it said high is 49, so it's still going to be pretty
Okay.
cold. But
We don't want it to get super warm, super fast.
yeah, you want it to go slowly. I think that's the problem, is that you're thinking about it very methodically.
Well, I'm just considering all the options.
Yeah. I feel like I have this like mindset always going, winter is not my favorite, and skiing helps.
Yeah.
Getting outside, having something that I can do outside, because I really am sort of a homebody, especially when it's cold. I'll just stay inside, and I think that really doesn't serve me. So I have this mindset where I'm always like, if I can make it to March, I'll be fine.
Yeah.
And so, and I know that it'll still snow in March, but you'll usually get like a few sunny days, and then it'll snow, and the snow's pretty rainy, and then, whatever. And so if anything, I feel like that's what I'm missing out on, is just that it's like, it doesn't even feel like March right now. It feels like January 28th. It's like,
yeah,
so cold.
Yeah.
So much snow. And even today, I feel like the 2 times I ventured out, all of a sudden it was a blizzard, but then the rest of it, the day was fine,
Yeah.
I don't know. It's so pretty when it snows.
Yeah.
That like I actually do love it. And I like it better with snow than without. It's just, I'm ready for some like sunny days. But for the snowpack, I'll hold my tongue.
You can do whatever you want.
I'll let it be cold.
You can do whatever you want. I just did you see Julie Taylor's story today? She was like, so in places where there's 4 seasons, she's like, she lived in Connecticut, Ohio, Utah. She's like, people are always like, March in Ohio, March in Connecticut. She's like, I don't know if you guys know this, but spring and fall are transitional seasons, meaning you're going to get some of the winter and some of the summer.
Right. It's not like it's March 20th and then all of a sudden it's just like shiny days.
Well, spring means like
rain.
Yeah. Wind, melt, snow melt. Like, it's not cute. I remember when I lived in Colorado, like April, we call it the mud months because everything was just muddy and brown
Totally.
and not, I mean, even if it was warm, it was like cold outside because,
And with that, like not having our yard finished too, like I'm not looking forward to that. There's just gonna be mud everywhere all the time.
no.
Yeah.
But
Kids
where
trekking in
you're
mud.
at specifically, you need a good snow. You need the snow. You need it to not get warm too fast, Kimmy.
I know.
You
You're
live
right.
on a mountain,
I know.
top of a mountain.
We could just slide right off.
You could. Well, luckily they reinforced your house.
They
They
did.
had to.
Yeah.
Yeah. You guys might slide off, but your house will still be there when you get back.
I hope so.
Yeah. We live in the river bottoms. It's a very real fear that the river bottoms
Yeah.
could flood this
Yeah,
year.
because you're right by the river.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's not even like the dam up at Deer Creek that we need to worry about. It's everything between here and Deer Creek.
Yeah.
That if it gets too warm, like if temp melts too fast, like there's a bunch of,
Yeah.
we could be screwed.
That Timp glacier is probably looking pretty hot right now, though. You know,
Yeah.
I feel like for years it was getting pretty sparse.
Yeah. No, we're back. We're back to full steam.
I did see though that Mayor Kafusi, the city put something out saying that they're already doing preparations for
Yeah.
flooding and
They've got sandbags all over the state ready to go. Like there's a good chance they won't know for a couple more weeks if it's going to flood.
But then in that article you sent me, it was a Springville person that was saying we're asking people to clean out storm drains around their house, gutters, like just prepare so that things can like flow as best as they can.
Yeah.
Which
Yeah.
makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah. And also it's a good chance to like clean out your basement. If it floods, you don't want,
Yeah.
or put the stuff you want to get rid of down there. Or
Yes.
whatever.
Definitely.
Yeah. I don't want anyone to feel like I'm lecturing them. It's just like maybe a different point of view than
Yeah.
I'm so sick of the snow.
Yeah. I mean,
And we've been in a drought.
we've been in a drought. And I went skiing on Tuesday and it was amazing. So I'm benefiting from
The
this.
snow this week, unreal. Did you see the avalanche at Snowbird?
I didn't see the avalanche, but you know who Andrew was up there Friday when they shut the canyon down.
The Interlodge?
The Interlodge.
Yes.
Him and 4 boys had to sit in this lodge for like 9
Till like
hours
10
or
at
something.
night.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because there was an avalanche across, there was so much snow,
Is that what it was?
25 inches overnight,
Oh jeez.
which is unheard of.
Yeah.
It's wild.
My sister's driveway avalanched. She can't get out.
Oh no.
She had to trudge through. She said it's chest high.
Yeah. Park City is wild right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go.
Come skiing.
Let's go
Although
skiing.
I feel so bad. My brother came and we went skiing last Saturday and it was icy and like the worst. And then just because it had rained that whole week before. And then now it's back to like powder.
Yeah. He doesn't have lucky girl syndrome.
No, he missed out.
Yeah. He needs to work harder at being lucky. Speaking of Taylor, just kidding.
We're back.
We're back. Okay. What you got going this week?
What do I have this week? Well, we're leaving Saturday for spring break, so we already talked about that, but that's kind of really my only like big thing, I think. Carpooling around, going on field trips, minor stuff. But what about you?
This week oh my gosh. Oh, I have a big day on Wednesday. I'm getting both my hair and my nails done.
Oh, that's a big day.
Big day.
Yeah.
There's some Grizzly games this week.
What days?
Wednesday, Friday, Saturday.
Let's go Wednesday.
Okay.
Can you go Wednesday?
I can go Wednesday. We're recording. We have six podcasts we're recording this week. That's a lot.
Fun.
7. Abby and I are doing a monthly roundup.
Oh yeah. That's right. It's the end of the month.
Yeah.
It's fun.
Yeah. It's gonna be cute. I'm also gonna go on a podcast. I don't know when it'll launch, but it's called Fourth Node Podcast. It's Adam Edmonds. He's the CEO of Entrada. He does a podcast. Yeah, it's pretty cool. And then we'll probably get ready for spring break. Nothing. I mean,
Are you going somewhere? Did we already talk?
We're gonna go to Boise.
Oh, fun.
My best friend from high school, Amy's gonna be up there with her family for a couple days. So
Nice.
just the end of next week, we'll go up there. Any good books?
Well, I'm in deep on Throne of Glass
Okay.
series, but so I'm currently reading the prequel and
I
listening
just-
to number 4 at the same time
Why are you doing it at the same time?
because I didn't want to wait. Everyone told me after 3 I had to read the prequel.
Guess what? I decided not to read the prequel.
I support you, and I think I might be there.
You should just you can press the eject button.
Bri just kept saying it just helped me a lot with certain information, and I'm like, but do I need it? Because okay, this was my problem, is that everyone said to read it after book 3, but would you have, please tell me to read it after book 1 or book 2, which...
Why don't you read it before book 1?
Or before. That would have been fine.
Yeah.
But you told me to read it after book 3, which was like a book that had the most momentum and a big cliffhanger, and I just want to know what's going on in number 4. I don't want to stop and go back to the beginning.
Okay. I would just quit it.
I'm going to.
I've been
glad you
getting
gave
all
me
the
permission.
information that I need from the wiki fan page.
Same.
So
I love wiki fandom.
I'm not going to. I'm in Queen of Shadows right now, and it
Same.
is delicious.
How far are you in? Do you know?
Uh-huh. Let me find it. I was listening on the way over here.
Same.
Book 2, not worth it. Book 3 and 4, amazing.
Book 2 just could have just been the second half, and that would have been fine.
Yeah. I'm on chapter 26.
Okay, I'm on 20, so you're a little bit ahead of me.
Yeah, I mean, I had a long road trip this weekend. So, speaking of Taylor, did I tell you? I don't know if I told you yet. I went to the Taylor Swift concert.
Yeah, I heard. Sounded amazing. Thanks for rubbing it in.
Throne of Glass is totally great. You know what? I might read the first book, the prequel, after I read all the books.
That's what I was thinking. When I finish a series, I'm always feeling a little sad at the very end, being I wish there was a little bit more.
Thirsty for a little more.
So in my mind, that's when I will read The Assassin's Blade.
Yeah. Here's what I've decided. I've got my 2023 planned out.
Okay.
I'm finishing Throne of Glass. I might go back and read number 1 because I really didn't give it a fair shake.
Yeah.
So I might read Assassin's Blade and number 1.
Okay, just to...
Number 2, not going to ever do it again. Then I think I'm going to do Court of Thorn and Roses again.
Okay, because this is what I was going to bring up. I might like this series better.
I don't know.
I'm not sure.
I'm not sure.
I didn't expect that.
I like the multiple viewpoints.
I am loving multiple viewpoints.
I'm liking the multiple relationships. I'm liking the woven relationships
I agree.
across. It's beautiful.
I've also really started to liking the Manon, this witch character.
Big time.
Yeah.
Big time. Manon and her Abraxos.
Uh-huh.
Cute. I also think that, so I'm going to go back and do a Court of Thorn and Roses.
Okay.
Then after that, I'm going to do Crescent City in hopefully November, December, because a new one comes out in January. So I've got my next 9 months planned out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a lot of reading.
I'm busy.
I think I can commit to Crescent City.
I think
No.
Crescent City after A Court of Thorn and Roses felt really wild.
Yeah.
Okay. And I had a lot of thoughts on Throne of Glass. Here's the thing. I am nothing if not a bandwagon fan, number 1. I am nothing if not always wrong and have big opinions about stuff that I say. But I said I thought Throne of Glass wasn't worth it. I actually think Crescent City makes a lot more sense now I've read Throne of Glass because there's a lot of viewpoints. And I was like, wait, stick to the main character. What's happening here? I don't understand.
Yeah.
But now I also think that they're all layered together. They're all the same
I could see
world,
that.
just multiple realities. And I think in Crescent City, she brings them all together.
Okay, can I ask you a question?
Yes.
So when I was reading A Court of Thorns and Roses, the word Faerie,
Fairy.
fairy, when they narrate it, they say fairy.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that feels really confusing and unnecessary.
Yeah. That's your question?
That's it. Just that, do you feel like it shouldn't be pronounced that way? I'm glad you agree. The end.
Here's my question. Did she make up fairies?
Well, I don't think so. I think that's a word before her. I think that's how, maybe I'm wrong, but I want to say that's like the UK spelling of fairy.
Fairies. Okay, you're probably right.
You know how they're always adding
Fairy.
unnecessary letters?
It's the world of fairy. It means fairyland.
Okay.
It's the plural for fairy. It's not fairies, IES.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, it's like, fungi. Yeah, I mean, it comes from, it's a 16th century word. She did not make it up.
Thank you for giving me the etymology.
Comes from the English origin of fairy.
So it is.
Interesting. Okay, no,
Anyway, I just kept thinking that when they were narrating it and kept saying fairy, I was
Okay.
like, I swear this is a normal word.
I know we have an American English narrator.
Yeah.
I think the books are actually British.
You think so?
Well, I think if we're going to have this world
I could
that's
see
by
that.
itself, it needs to kind of have a British
Well,
accent.
it does sort of feel like Otterlin. Like they always talk about going to the continent. Like it kind of feels like Otterlin might be an island similar to like England.
Yeah, and then you look at the Court of Thorn and Roses map, and
Similar, yeah.
it's exact same map. So that's why I think it's like these three is like parallel universes happening in the same space. And like, where does the vlog come from? Volg.
Yeah.
Like, I think that they're all gonna mesh in Crescent City.
Yeah.
And so I think this year I'm declaring it the year of Sarah J. Maas. Yeah. All other books are not worth it. And if Crescent City lets us down and I'm wrong, I may or may not admit it. I might just,
You might just die on that hill.
Yeah, I might. Who knows?
That's fine.
So I haven't watched any shows. I haven't watched any movies. I've been just the year of Sarah J. Maas.
I did watch the first episode of Ted Lasso.
I tried to watch it and it just, something was wrong with my TV.
Oh.
So I haven't watched it yet. But now, 2 are out, right?
Yeah, the second, I guess they're every Wednesday. So, yeah,
Okay.
2.
So I could get into that. I might just save them for my trip.
Yeah.
Watch them on the show or watch them on the plane.
But I haven't. David started watching this show called Better Off. Wait. No, not Better Off. Something Better Off Todd or something. Hold on.
Okay.
And I wanted to not be into it because it was so dumb and I couldn't stop watching it.
Is it like Last Man on Earth?
No.
That one was so dumb.
Marcia Gay Harden plays his mom, and he's just like, hold on. So Help Me Todd. That's what it was. I knew it was some sort of like play on words. So this main character, Todd, his mom is Marcia Gay Harden, and she's a lawyer, and he's a private investigator that somehow got his license taken away. Anyway, if you're wanting something kind of cheesy but also like they just like get into hijinks and like solve crimes and help people out, and it's not good, but we did enjoy watching it. I'm glad it's over. I'm glad that I don't have to walk into my room and it's on anymore, but it was fun while we were watching it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anything else?
No.
Should we talk about who's on the pod this week?
Yeah. Who we got?
Sheesh. Okay. We have Molly Robinson. Oh, yep, Molly Robinson tomorrow. She's a TikToker, Molly the mom.
Oh, yeah.
We had a TikToker on Friday. Her name's Kristen Seninger.
Mm-hmm.
And I put everyone's favorite TikToker, Kristen, and Molly wrote, "Excuse me." So now I got to put everyone's favorite TikToker, Molly.
Yeah, it's true.
I got to, should we have a bracket?
The like head thing?
No, just like where people vote.
Yeah, we could.
Yeah. We could have it the final 2. The championship game. Just Molly and Kristen. Those are the only TikTokers I've had. We should actually get like 16 more TikTokers on and then have a Sweet 16 and then
16 seems like a good number.
Okay. I got a lot of work to do. Clark Miyazaki is on Wednesday. It's a really good episode. Yeah. Clark came through and just he's really good at what's the word? Just breaking stuff down. He's negotiated a ton of deals, has a really cool work history, and he gave some really cool tips on how to be a good negotiator,
Yeah.
how to get ahead of in your career, that kind of thing. Then we have Meg the RN on Thursday, and we have Ashley Sylvester on Friday.
Who's Ashley?
Sly Beauty,
Oh, okay. Yeah.
you know her.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, and that's all.
That's a good week.
And today,
And then your guys' wrap up.
oh yeah, well, actually, I lied then. So that'll come on Friday. So Ashley Sylvester will go on Monday. Thanks, Kim, for being on top
You're
of
welcome.
it. What would we do without you? We don't know. Don't forget, you guys, to rate and review this podcast on anywhere you get your podcast. Also, we are filling up our schedule for April and May. We are almost full and will not be taking new clients at the On Air studio. So if you are wanting to start a podcast, please reach out to us. On Air Instagram, is that what it's called? On Air Studios on Instagram. We would love to have you in. We have a couple more spots left, but they are filling up fast.
Better get it before it fills up.
Better do it. All right, thanks.